Why don't you get off home, boss? It's not that busy. I can cope. No sense in the two of us being in trouble with the missus.
Cheers, Garrick. I could do with an early night.
Anytime.
Night.
Roger Moore.
Of course. Roger Moore, that's it. I was thinking Volvo, but I couldn't put a name to him.
The Saint and Ivanhoe. You fancy the Saint's car then, do you, Oscar?
Well, not really, no. I was just saying it looks smart. No, I've always had a soft spot for the MG. Classic car. Leather belt over the bonnet, open top, badges on the front, and a scarf blowing in the breeze.
I wonder if the scarf came with the car.
Well, it did in the adverts. There was always this bloke on his own, driving with one hand, with a scarf blowing over his shoulder, and he was waving to someone. Hello.
Often had a little tash. XRAF type. Blazer.
Yeah, that's it. Hello. It's very sophisticated.
I always fancied a Yankee car myself. Had such great names, you know. Cadillac, Eldorado, Maverick. I mean, what have we got? Ford Anglia, Morris Oxford, Austin Cambridge.
Jaguar, Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Aston Martin.
Now there's a car.
Mini. Best in the world.
Didn't Kenneth Moore have an MG and reach for the sky before he lost his legs?
Are you all right, Bernard?
Douglas Bader's story. I was just thinking MG. I'm sure he did.
MG. That would be my dream car.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. That's the idea.
I'm trying to get a drink.
Oh. Right. What'll it be then?
The usual.
Oscar, about the service on your Morris.
Oh, aye. What have you found?
Big end's gone.
You said it was just a rattle.
It was. A death rattle.
It's not going to be cheap and it's not going to be quick. I'm sorry, Oscar. A lot needs to be done on it.
Oh, no. Just when you think you're a few bob ahead.
I thought you were asleep.
You'd make a lovely mum.
Maybe.
No, you don't sound so sure.
Oh, no, I am. It's just a lot to think about, that's all.
Like what?
My career.
Well, it doesn't have to stop. You could, well, you take a couple of months off and, well, we get a nanny.
We haven't got enough room. Anyway, it's not as simple as that.
Why not?
I don't know how I'd feel after having a baby. I might not even want to go back to work.
Even better.
What, and live on a copper's wages?
This isn't the first time, is it?
You can't do a thing. Not worth the paper it's printed on. I'm on to your little game. I keep making the odd visit. My lips are sealed.
Yeah, they're sealed, but you're not coming back.
Who says?
I'm the manager. I give the orders here. Now get out.
Oh, thanks, Gina.
What are you doing this time of night?
I've got a bit of a job on.
What sort of job?
Following a possible errant husband.
Well, I hope it pays well, because it's freezing out there.
Well, down those mean country lanes, a man must go.
So what now?
We get the notes back, and fast.
Do you think he'll talk?
Well, if we've got the notes, there'll be nothing to talk about, will there?
I don't think I can fix this at a price he'll pay.
Ex-Bobby running a boozer? Must be loaded.
Out in the ears, but he won't part with any of it.
Maybe he would for the car of his dreams. I've been thinking, look, I've got some money owing. Why don't you and I buy a few classic sports cars and flog them?
Don't start, Vernon.
No, listen, I've given this some thought. There's more landed gentry and toffs round here than you can shake a stick at. It's like Camelot.
Maybe, but they're not customers of mine.
That's because you've got nothing they want. But if we had a few classic sports cars... I mean, some fella passing through Aidensfield sees a gleaming Aston Martin on the forecourt and he thinks, ooh, that's a posh car for a little out-of-the-way garage. I might get that cheap. He finishes his business, nips back, buys the car. Suddenly we're suppliers to the toffs.
Vernon, you're living in cloud cuckoo land.
Look, I've told you, it'll be my money. I'm owed nearly 400 quid. This fella's been on the missing list for at least 3 years, but I'm reliably informed that he's out. Back. Look, I'll nip and see him, get the cash off him, and we'll look for a sports car.
What's he owe you 400 quid for?
Half a plumbing business.
Didn't know you were a plumber.
I wasn't, but I made a very good living at it. The secret is just doing emergency call-outs. Anyway, what do you think? My money, your garage, our cars.
Well, if it's your money...
It will be. Just one thing. The bloke that owes me the cash lives in Middlesbrough, and I don't fancy walking. Will you lend us a fiver?
You still haven't explained.
I told you I was at the club.
I rang, you weren't there.
I was on my way home.
It's a 15-minute drive, so how come you didn't get in until 3? Well? Ronaldo, you've got to tell me what's going on.
Nothing. Nothing's going on.
If I find out you're in trouble again.
Of course not, Veronica. I promise.
So you say.
Point taken, sir. I'll get onto it straight away. Goodbye. Right. Bradley. The forged notes. What's being done?
Well, not a lot, Sarge. The problem is, we've no real lead.
Yeah, every note that's been reported has come from somewhere different.
Then I suggest you get back to the shops concerned and start making some sort of progress. I do not want a repeat of the conversation I've just had with the Chief Constable. Understood?
Oh, Sarge, I almost forgot. Mrs. Ventris found this with her winnings at bingo last night. She was very upset about it. Do you want me to question her?
Stop looking so worried. There's nothing wrong.
No?
You're a fit, healthy woman.
Well, so what's the problem?
You worrying. Anyway, it's only been a few months, right?
That's right.
Well, if after a year there's still no joy, that's when I'd start looking into matters.
Mike so wants to become a dad.
Ah. And what about you?
There are other considerations.
There usually are for a woman, especially when there's a career involved. Look, why don't I run a few tests? Purely routine, just to check everything's okay.
I met a girl, your double, I swear, and she was married to the godson of the king of Persia. Sultan, you know, whatever. She looked after me when I got wounded. And when I saw you across this bar, I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought...
The only time you got wounded was when I hit you with a brick at Park Hill Juniors. How are you, Dennis? Good to see you. Good to see me, is it?
How did you find me?
I asked your missus.
Why are you here?
I'm moving into the sports car business.
Where's Middlesbrough coming?
Pint, please, love.
Actually, I was going to get in touch with you. You remember that money?
Money? Oh, yeah, that money.
Yeah, it's bad news, I'm afraid.
Oh, in what way?
All that plumbing gear we had got nicked.
Dennis, the only plumbing gear we had was a stopcock key and a transit van.
Well, it all adds up.
It wasn't worth a tenner, including the transit van.
Yeah, well, I was letting you know the unimportant bit first. The cash we earned but never divvied up before I went off to give Her Majesty pleasure.
About 400 quid, as I remember.
Well, I don't think it was that much, but there's a bit of a problem.
Go on.
Leave it to Max. Once we've got the notes back, there's no evidence against us.
But Garrick could still talk.
Who to?
It doesn't matter. Word gets around.
Look, even if he goes to the police, they've got nothing to go on. Safe's clean, isn't it?
Yeah, it is now.
Then trust me. I've been delivering consignments all over the country. It's going really well. We've just got to be careful.
About that pint, love. Can I have a bag of nuts as well? Sorry, Dennis, do go on.
Well, benefit of hindsight and all that, I realised I trusted the wrong people. They had our money. But what I've learned inside is that you can't moan. You got to learn and go forward. We earned that cash in suspect circumstances, Vernon, and we lost it in suspect circumstances.
And for my money, you're the main suspect.
I'm telling the truth.
Of course you are.
I didn't steal your money.
No, it was probably that one-armed man. You know, like on the telly, that fella looking for his wife's killer every week.
Your trouble is you don't trust people. You don't think people can change. You see me as a liar and a cheat. In fair dues, there was a time that was true. But being inside's changed me. It's broken me. I've nothing left. I'm used up. I'm a husk.
It's a very touching tale, Dennis. Thank goodness they didn't get the watch.
Oh, me brother lent it me.
Oh, you're talking to your Peter again, are you? After 15 years?
But like I say, people change.
Still a betting man, though, aren't you?
Why, you got something good?
A dead cert. A fiver says the back of that watch is engraved to Dennis, with love, Marlene, September 1959.
Okay, I'm captured. You want the flaming watch, have it.
I want the money.
Like I said, I haven't got it. That's the truth.
Well, find it.
Hold it. We don't want to fuss, do we? Tell you what, you're looking for sports cars, yeah? I think we can come to a compromise.
Well, make it good, Dennis. Because I still remember how to chuck bricks.
So, you think he's up to something? Do you think he's in some kind of trouble?
Oh, Daddy, I don't know. I hope not.
Darling, I hate to see you unhappy.
I still love him. Stupid, isn't it?
Then perhaps you should give him the benefit of the doubt.
The late nights? He doesn't tell me where he's been, what he's been up to. And it's not just me I worry for.
How do you mean?
Well, if he is in some kind of trouble, it could rub off on you. Daddy, it's your nightclub. What if Ronaldo's playing games behind your back?
Darling, I would know.
But would you?
Of course. Sweetheart, I really think you're worrying yourself unnecessarily.
It's just that he's been in trouble before. And...
Oh, yes, but that was a long time ago, before you knew him. Okay, so he was young then. He got in with a bad crowd. I'm sure he's learned his lesson.
I just hope you're right. Perhaps he's got another woman.
Veronica.
Okay. But whatever you say, something's going on.
Same again, love.
Don't you think you've had enough? I think you should pay your bill.
Who says I've had enough?
I say. Now pay your bill.
What's that?
You know them dodgy notes we've been told to look out for?
Hmm.
We'll have a look at these.
Where did these come from?
Him. In there.
Right. Who now, Fentress? I'll try and keep him here.
Right.
You let me know how you get on.
I certainly will, have no fear. And if I sell it quick, I'll be back for more.
I'll look forward to doing business with you. Just give me a bell and I'll line up some more of these beauties for you in no time. You think your Bernie will be on for it?
Bernard is a pussycat. You leave him to me.
You used this in the pub. It's a forgery, like the other notes in your pocket.
So, I didn't know, did I?
Didn't you?
No, of course not.
So where did you get them from, then?
Can't remember.
You're not being terribly helpful, Mr. Garrick. I wonder why. What's your address, Mr. Garrick?
Appledown Cottage, Mayfield. Why?
Well, apparently we just had a call from a Mrs. Sheila Garrick, that's your wife, I presume, reporting a break-in at Appledown Cottage, Mayfield.
And you didn't find a thing?
Not a thing.
Okay, you keep a tab on it. Do what you have to do. Just get the money back. And this time I want it fixed.
I've got yours stripped down, Oscar. I can get you the loan of an Austin 7.
It is for sale?
How much?
Well, at 400 quid in the shops, you can have this one for 300.
300, eh? Not cheap.
No, but you can't beat the best, Oscar.
How much would mine cost to do up, Benny?
150.
Full service record with this?
Paperwork to follow, but full mechanical backup, of course.
Anybody else interested?
Only 4. A couple are coming back this afternoon to bid for it.
Bid for it?
Collectors. They see these as an investment, you know. Oh, in a couple of years, this will be worth 800 quid. Better than the building society.
Oh, I'm sure. It's a beautiful car. Great workmanship.
They don't make them like this.
I know. Oh, well. How much deposit do you want to hold on to it?
£100, non-returnable.
I'll buy it. Subject to a test drive.
Be our guest, Oscar.
Yes, Garrick did work here, but I'm afraid I had to let him go.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. So, Garrick, is he in some sort of trouble?
He's been found with counterfeit notes.
I see.
We're trying to find out where he may have got them. So this all seems to be in order. Sorry for the inconvenience, Mr. Visconti.
Not at all, Sergeant Craddock. Anytime.
got the rest of that money, Bernie? There's £200 there, and £100 deposit you've already had. Is the logbook turned up yet?
Yeah, Vernon said he'd ask about it. He's back in Middlesbrough.
Are you really going into this line?
Well, Vernon thinks it'd be a good idea, and thinks he'll be here where I can keep an eye on him.
He's a lucky chap, having a brother like you.
He's not a bad lad when you get to know him.
Nice for you, though, having your family around.
It takes a bit of getting used to, but yeah, it is.
Nothing quite takes the place of that.
Do you not see your family these days, Oscar?
Not for a long time. Still, never mind. Do you think I could have another drive?
Yeah, fine by me. Well, it's yours anyway.
Thanks.
John? John? Where on earth are you?
Oh, Sarge, Garage and Ashfordley just reported selling a car to a John Garrick, and he's landed them with a whole load of dodgy notes.
Let's see if he's gone home. Right. And Bellamy, you go and check the garage.
Sarge.
And Ventris, I'd like this lot sorted out by the end of the afternoon, please.
Sarge.
Don't want you to feel you're missing out on the action.
He's taken half his stuff but left this outside. And look at the mess in here.
Any idea where he might have gone?
Oh, yeah. It's not the first time, you know, Constable. Except next time he comes crawling back here with his smiles and promises. I'll swing for him.
Where could he be?
One of his dodgy mates. When you find him, do us a favour. Don't be too easy on him.
Delta Alpha 2-4 to control. Go ahead, Mike. I'm going to need an ambulance. There's no point holding anything back from us, Garrick. It's not going to help you now.
Just tell us where the forged notes came from.
From the club. I stole them from the safe. Then Ronaldo sacked me.
Ronaldo saw you do it. And you think it was him that ran you off the road? When did you see the man's fate?
It happened so fast. He's a big bloke. He must work for Ronaldo. I know too much.
Garrick's told us he took the counterfeit notes from your club.
Look, I sack Garrick, then he gets caught with these notes. So he puts the blame on my club to get himself off the hook. Well, he's got it in for me. It's as simple as that.
Mr. Pisconi, where were you between the hours of 4 and 5 this afternoon?
I was with my wife.
Can she vouch for that?
Veronica, darling. I was here this afternoon, wasn't I?
Yes?
Neither of you left the house?
No.
Right, well, thanks very much for your help. We'll be in touch.
Are you going to tell me what's going on, or do I ring the police and tell them I've just lied?
Darling, you just got to trust me. I need a bit of time, that's all.
Try to calm down. I'm sure it's not that bad.
Ronaldo's in trouble. He more or less admitted it. I had to lie to the police for him today.
Well, what kind of trouble?
The police came to the house. Something to do with the barman, Garrick, and counterfeit notes. They're saying Ronaldo's involved.
Darling, I can assure you, if there's anything going on at the club, I'd know about it. But this chap, Garrick, well, he could be lying.
Well, that's what Ronaldo's saying.
Then perhaps, for once, you should listen to him.
There you go, Oscar. Logbook. You are now the proud owner of an MGA.
Oh, thanks, Bernie. I've always wanted a sports car. You know, this is only the second impetuous thing I've done in my life.
Aye, what's the first?
Get married. Can I buy you a drink?
Oh, sorry, can't stop. Got a slipping clutch to see to.
Oh, thanks, Bernie.
Veronica's suspicious. She knows something's up.
Stop panicking.
Garrick's already talked, so what are you going to do about it? Because I'm the one who's in it up to my neck.
Maybe Ronaldo's right. We've had a good run.
Is that what you really want? Do you know something? I should never have let you marry my daughter. You not only wanted a cut in the business, you wanted her too. And now you tell me you can't handle it.
I mean it, Reggie. I've had enough. I want out.
Come on. Let's not be hasty here. We just stop distribution for a while until things have calmed down.
You haven't got the message, have you? I've finished with this game.
You like the money too much.
No, it's not worth the risk.
Look, all I'm saying is we cool operations, and when we pick up, you make the decision then. And if you still feel the same way, that's fine by me.
Ronaldo, what do you think?